Well, it's always a good time to include healthy meals in our family lunch and dinner plan. So today, we are creating the ultimate immune-boosting, nutritious and delicious green spinach pesto pasta, and we're not doing it alone. Tahlia is here with us to show us how it is done. It is so great to have you back in the kitchen.
It's been a while, Zoe.
It has been a while, but we are keeping it healthy, and I am here for pasta, pesto, and chicken. Favorites of mine, and this is also something that's relatively quick and easy to make, right?
Yeah, that's what I love about this dish. It's like the pesto is probably the longest part of it, and then everything goes into a pan ready to serve.
Oh, well, we are here for this recipe. So let's start off with, what are the first elements we need to begin with?
Okay, so we'll start off with the pesto. We've got our pasta over here, some feta, sun-dried tomatoes, and olive oil. But on this side, it's quick and easy both ways. With this one, everything into the blender, and on this side, everything into the pan.
Everything into the blender, everything into the pan. So we have some fresh basil that we are adding to our blender. We're going to add heaps of spinach, and I love spinach because it's one of those things where you think you're adding a lot, and by the time it actually cooks through, it looks like you're like, where did all the spinach go to? So we're going to pack all these nutrients into our pesto. And what is amazing about spinach, it helps boost the immune system, and it also contains many essential nutrients and antioxidants. We're in fact using some toasted sunflower seeds, which is a great alternative to pine nuts, because I know when you make a pesto, pine nuts can become quite pricey.
Yeah, budget friendly.
It is budget friendly, and sunflower seeds, they are also rich in source of vitamin E. Tahlia is adding our lemon, which can help support the heart health and are also a good source of vitamin C. We've added our basil, which has great antibacterial properties that can help ward off infections and colds, and this is what we want. And we're going to add a dash. Should we add our garlic as well?
Yes, actually.
Let's add some garlic as well as a dash of, in fact, we'll add all of our olive oil into this recipe. And the nice thing is, if you find your pesto to be a bit too thick, you can just add a little bit of water to thin that out. Okay. See, that's how easy it is to make a delicious pesto. There we go. So I'll get this all whipped up for us. If you want to start over with our chicken, because every now and then you just need to give it a little bit of a wiggle.
Okay, so over here, again, everything just into the pan with a little bit of olive oil. I just added in some sun-dried tomatoes while Zoe was whizzing away.
Yes, no worries. I'm just going to add a little bit of water just to get it a little less thick.
Okay, and a little bit of chicken.
And this is lovely. You're not doing too many dishes here. Everything goes into one pot. And I suppose you can also play around with your proteins. If you perhaps don't want to use chicken, you can make it vegetarian by adding mushrooms and really just playing up with this recipe.
Yeah, it's also a really nice meal prep thing.
It's easy to meal prep.
Yeah.
We have our beautiful pesto.
It's our last ingredient.
It is our last ingredient. So there we go. We're just basically assembling our dish. I love that you've added that feta to it. There's something about warmed feta that is just so
it's so
delicious.
Comforting. I love it.
It is comforting. I love that. Now, when it comes to cooking at home, do you find that it's cooking for one? What are your thoughts on that compared to cooking for maybe you and a partner or you and a friend or hosting a dinner party?
So I'd say cooking for one is actually more challenging just because you have to do smaller portions. You know, when you're cooking with for a family or for your partner, you can cook like a slightly bigger quantity. But with this, I like it because you can kind of grill all your proteins in advance. The sun-dried tomato is already made, and then something with spinach, you can have a bunch in the fridge and just make a pesto on the go. So it's really nice for just meals on your own.
Meals on your own or even collectively. I love that we are also mixing the pesto into this, which is really going to just coat every single delicious bite. Well, if you want to get your hands on this recipe that Tahlia just showed us how to make, you can simply head on over to our website. That's expressoshow.com. They also say that health is the relationship between you and your body. So ensure you treat it with complete kindness. And to get your hands on this recipe with the full list of ingredients, you simply head on over to our website, expressoshow.com. We have a beautiful bowl. We are ready to serve. Do you need some help?
Yeah, I think I'm going to just pop it here.
That's perfect. Get our pasta in there. Oh, yes, you have to do the twirl.
Not sure how perfect this twirl is.
Oh, but what a great recipe. I mean, we bought a pasta machine and tried it out over the weekend for the first time.
Oh, wow, homemade pasta?
We made homemade pasta from scratch, just some flour and egg yolk, and it was really delicious. Now we can just add the pesto, the chicken, and the sun-dried tomatoes to really add a nice little change up to it. That looks delicious. Okay, I'm gonna hand you the fork. I'll grab another fork and we're gonna tuck into this delicious recipe. But if you wanna get your hands on our delicious pesto chicken pasta, head on over to our website, expressoshow.com.